Hello everyone, I'm Faded Oasis. Thank you for tuning into my stream here on twitch.tv/FadedOasis or watching the VOD on youtube.com/@FadedOasis. Today is Maker Monday and I'm building this beautiful Lego Game Boy that the light is totally reflecting off of. The screen is so bright you can't even see it. No, it's the light is. There we go. It looks absolutely wonderful. Based on the box alone. And I've heard a tiny little thing about how something works with it, in that the buttons apparently work. And I'm interested to see how they did that. Real quick, I do want to say these layouts hey Destiny. These layouts I put together real quick because I forgot that I needed to show the new instructions on screen. And the Lego Rivendell instructions are a lot wider than the Game Boy instructions, so I had to move everything around. So over here, chat's got more space. I swapped where I am and where the top-down shot is. But then over here, everything's very crowded. Chat has very little space over here, so we're probably going to be sticking on this for most of today. I don't know how big this is. I mean, I know it's 421 pieces, but I don't know how long this is actually going to take, because I don't think I ever figured out what my piece to day ratio was. I just know it was about 3 bags a day with Rivendell and the Shire and everything. Did you know someone's made a Kickstarter for this Lego set to make it functional? Really? I guess if you... It should be like original size. So if you hollow out some of the innards to put some chips in there. You don't need chips that are the same size as in the original Game Boy, obviously, because that was in 1980 something, 1990 something, probably 1990 something. No, it was 89, wasn't it? I don't know. This book might tell us. They're making their packaging more sustainable. Not in the US, I bet. Lego Builder. Thank you for selecting the Lego Game Boy. Insert. Ooh. Okay, we'll go through that in a. Oh my god, this looks amazing. Do you tell me? Okay. Link's Awakening was 93. Mario Land was a launch title, right? Yes, 1989. Okay. Let's go through this step by step as I open this stuff. Yeah, so like obviously chips are a lot smaller. You can probably get a single microchip that is an entire functioning Game Boy, and you just need to put like have a circuit that just brings the pins on the cartridge to pins on the microchip. You call it the Brick Boy. So all the buttons are connected to the power box screen with all the wires inside, so it actually works. That sounds great. I recently dug my original Game Boy out of storage, and it is beat up. It's got a lot of scratches on the plastic. I think someone took a razor to it at some point, which, you know, I don't know who that would have been or where they would have gotten a razor. Let's crack this open. Oh, we got thumb holes here that may or may not work. There we go. All right, open up. Is that everything? Yeah. All right, we have bag 3, bag 2, bag 4, bag 1, screens and other tiles, I think. Bag 5. Okay. So it might take a little while to get this done, but we can aim to get this all done today. We've got stickers for Super Mario Land and for Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. And here's the book that I'm not going to use. Great. The back is just literally a picture of the original Game Boy. It's not the Lego version that's on the front. It's the original. Or I guess 3D rendering of the original, but still. We go to Whisper Me on Twitch, the Brick Boy link. You said it's on Kickstarter, right? Just post it in chat. You should be able to. I don't think I have links disabled. Yeah, there you go. Whoop. Launching soon. Okay. I will bookmark this for later. Thank you. Alright, I'm going to move some bags around, and I'm going to mute to open up bag 1. Actually, you know what? No, let's go through this book. We got our Game Boy here. We're making our packaging more sustainable. Actually, can I make a better scene for this? Yeah, you know what? Actually, let me... We do it here instead. No. Let's do it over here. Yeah, they've had this notice at the beginning of a whole lot of different books for the past like 5 or 6 years. I think in other countries they are doing paper bags. In the US, they are definitely not. Nope, that's wrong. I need to select over here. And then we can do that. Okay, Lego Builder app. Thank you for selecting the Lego Game Boy. We've got a power switch, display, contrast adjustment on the right, on the left, volume dial on the right, control pad, start and select A and B buttons, and a speaker. And a headphone jack on the bottom, but you're not going to mention that? Okay. Caution, clicking the power switch may result in acute feelings of nostalgia. Is it a functioning power switch? Oh. They do here in the UK, almost all sets are paper now, except for Star Wars. It might just be like where they're manufactured. Insert to continue. Wait, why is the battery compartment up there? Oh, it's so you can put in the different screen. Insert lenticular screen, insert gamepad. They're lenticular. Ooh, they sure are. I'll show that off later. This authentic Lego Game Boy has been constructed using the finest materials to appeal to you, a discerning retro gamer. For the full 1989 experience, insert the Game Pack cartridge and realistic lenticular screen and ignore repeated calls to come downstairs for your dinner. I'm gonna see if I can make this bigger for me. That's smaller for me. I'll have to readjust everything now, but hold on. Let's get rid of this again. Bear with me. Actually, let me just do this for now. Go to next page. Nope, are we not wide enough? There we go. There it goes. Look at this 80s advertisement here. Basic set includes 421 pieces, 2 game pack cartridges, 3 lenticular screens, 0 batteries, don't need them. Now read it in the other languages. I can't. I can probably read it in Spanish. In French, I have absolutely no idea which consonants I'm not allowed to say, because I know it's most of them. Handheld history. Oh, look at that. Upon its launch in Japan in 1989, the original Game Boy was considered a revolution in video gaming. The powerful, portable console allowed video game fans to enjoy their favorite games on the go, with a battery life that lasted up to a whole day. Our designers, very much fans themselves, have lovingly recreated its iconic form so that you can own an authentic piece of handheld history. Batteries not included. Uncover an icon. Display, game pack slot, power switch, extension connector, and cover. Oh, for the link cable. Yep. Volume dial. Control pad, start select, headphone jack, 8B buttons, battery cover. Oh, that makes sense. Yes, of course. It's what's inside that counts. Sure, the iconic casing might be the star of the show, but we showed just as much love to the interior of both the LEGO Game Boy and Game Pack, obsessing over detail and color for that authentic feel. And some quotes on the bottom here, or a quote. I love watching people use the power switch. When they feel that snap, it always takes them back to that Game Boy realm. Super Mario Land, One Giant Leap. With appearances in numerous NES Arcade and Game & Watch titles, Mario was no stranger to the world when he jumped into the Game Boy for the first... I'm not going to read all this. I know all about Super Mario Land. It was my third favorite Game Boy game, probably. It's real good. Link's Awakening I did not own, so I don't have any familiarity with that. Here's a photo of a man building a Game Boy. Okay, we've got one of these things. And we open bag 1 and some extra pieces. 2 of the lenticular screens. Alright, so now I'm going to open the bags. And fix this. Let's put this here. And then on this screen, we need to fix its width and height because it's down here now. There. Go back here, and I'm going to mute and we'll open up some bags. Bag 1 does not have a whole lot of stuff in it. And I'm on top down here, so you definitely can't see that. I am always amazed by lenticular screens. Has the Nintendo logo lowering down to be in place. And then we have, oh, I have seen this scene from Legend of Zelda with Link and whatever the girl's name is on the beach. Although it's hard to tell what's changed. Oh, it's just the waves and the birds. Okay. Set these aside. All right. Yeah, not a whole lot of pieces in this bag here. I need to zoom back out again, don't I? Alright. We put this piece that has a side rail right there. And then we put two more of them. All right, and then we have an 8x2 long wide ramp and two 8x1 tiles. Looks like we're creating a place to slot something in. Right on the top here, we put two hooks. Oh, I think I was going to call these claws, as they are the grabber part of the hook. And then 4 single pips. Alright, then another 8 long tile. Oh, okay, so this is storage for the 2 lenticular screens that we're not going to be using. Which makes sense. So we stand this up, and these slot into here. Alright, now we set that aside and build a cartridge. Alright, this is a 6x1 with a raised, 6x2 with a raised 4x1 and some side pips. Put 2 2x1s on the side. And a 4x2 in the middle, hanging off the edge. And then some side pips coming out of here. And a 2x2 right in the middle. Alright, so then we have a 3x4 with click hinges. We're not putting anything in it. We've got some gold. I don't know what these are called. The grate tiles. They're only kind of great. That's a lie. They're pretty great. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like we're building the chip that's inside the cartridge. which I don't know. I've never opened a cartridge, so I don't know what it would look like. I can only believe what they're having me do. Alright, so I need to attach the green L to the 4x1. That kind of hangs off the edge there. And the other gold grate goes there. Then we do a similar thing on the other side, except we just have a vertical. This slots next to it, and we attach our grate. I bet this is some sort of capacitor. You've got bare circuit board, a microchip sitting here, a smaller microchip sitting here. That seems like, and then the gold grates are the connector pins. Alright, this tile is a 6x6. Now it goes one lower than I thought. Go. Then we need to apply a sticker. The sticker goes near the top of the tile. That is perfect. All right. Zoom back out here. We get to play another game of What Did Destiny Get? There we go. And then apparently this tile, this 2x6 tile, it already has the printing that says Nintendo Game Boy. I know it's a Lego set, so it is an approximation. I wish they had the slight indent on the tile. But, you know, can't have everything. They're not going to make custom pieces that they will only ever use for this set. Only 2 games because a new policy your shop has. Uh-oh. Is the policy no Destinies? You had to sneak in? Alright, we've got 2 tiles on the side here that are as long as the cartridge. And then one on the top that is offset. So the top of this almost lines up. It should perfectly line up because it, it's a single piece of plastic. But like this is really good actually. It has the indent for where the power switch held the cartridge in place with the small tab. It has the rails for aligning it. This is very, very good. Back looks like Lego, but, of course. And all of that beauty and wonder that we saw on the chip inside, you can't even see. Oh, there's the gold contacts. That's all you see. Alright. That is a cartridge right there. Bag number 2. Policy: if using a card machine, you must have a minimum £5 purchase limit. That makes sense, because credit card companies charge a fee per transaction. So if you are like, yeah, I want to buy this 20-cent thing, and then the store pays 50 cents transaction fee, they're actually losing money. You need to replace a £1 game and didn't know the new rule. I mean, it just means you need to take a trip to the ATM before going to the shop, right? Just get a $20 bill. Sorry, get a £20 note. This does not look like cartridge parts. Alright, I've got my small pieces here. My assortment of pieces here. And they're asking for the green 6x6 and the 8x6 tile that has a printing of a battery cover with a serial number that I'm wondering if this is unique. No, it's not unique. 1989-0421 would be the launch date of the Game Boy. Alright. Game you need to replace was Halo Reach. You and your friend found the exact mission where the ring burn was affected. Okay. Alright, so now we're building an entire Game Boy. We start with one of these. And one of these. Then we do this. Add an L. Add more of this. I have so many of these, I'm just going to keep adding them. Okay, that's enough to put the giant green thing on. Then add way, way more of them. Oh my god. We're doing 4 lines of these. Did the £5 limit, you had to find a game you didn't own. Settled on choosing GTA 4. Okay. I know. Oh, I did play GTA 4 a little bit. I know that your cousin is Nico and he wants to go bowling. No, you're Nico. Your cousin calls you and wants to go bowling. Set all of those aside. I think that's all of them. Oh, then we have to add a green 4x1 and then continue. Never played any of the GTA games? I don't know what it would be like starting with GTA 4, because we had the demo disc for GTA 1 and 2 for our PC. So we started in our family with a top-down experience that was unique, and then it moved to 3D, and I kind of fell off of it, and then realized that I didn't like to play shooting games and whatnot. So, okay, what are we doing here? We get a giant tile that goes here, and two not so big tiles. There we go. Line these up better. There we go. And you have GTA 5, which somehow outlasted 3 generations of consoles. They've always taken a long time to make video games. And eventually they got so big that they had a whole lot of money and could spend however long they wanted. So they made an online one so that people didn't care about how long they took for the next one. And like, it's not like they're gonna get flack from a publisher or something, because first, don't they publish their own stuff, and second, it's no matter when it comes out, it's gonna sell gangbusters. There are a lot of little grates. I haven't been counting them. That's all of them. We need 20 total. And it wants us to do the outsides first, probably so we can line up with the insides. I'm going to say screw that and go across. There's also Red Dead Redemption 2 in the meantime. Yeah, but like, sequel to Red Dead Redemption, and there was how long between those games? Which was a sequel to Red Dead Revolver, which nobody remembers. Alright, and this goes here. Oh, I see what's going on. This is not the battery cover. Here's the tab for the battery cover. This is just the back of the Game Boy. That makes way more sense. They just don't let you take off the battery compartment. You take off this so that you can swap out everything with the screen and everything. Alright, we get long 12 by 1? Yeah. We get our rounded piece with a little thing there. I realized that I don't really need to show off the pieces to the camera because you can see the instructions. So, like, you see what pieces they are. And it's not like this is supposed to be a step-by-step tutorial or anything. If you are using this as a step-by-step tutorial, that's kind of cool, I guess. Let me know. Where's this piece? Oh, it's in... No, that's a curved. It was hiding among the other curves. Step 17. We have another one of these. This time we add brown under it and a gray under that. There we go. Then we get one of these cool half tile, half plates. And then we set this whole thing aside. Do something else. Alright, we put 2 shoes on the 2x1 here. Going back to Halo, they're remastering the first game again. I mean, it's been a while since the first remaster, right? Wasn't that on Xbox One? Or was that 360? Sorry, I should use the correct terms. Was that on the Xbox 3 or the Xbox 2? Because their numbering sucks. Just doing weird little fiddly bits. Alright, so now we've got a single pip there. I'm gonna move this around so I can see chat without having to duck under the monitor arm. Because I'm sure looking like this all the time is appealing. There we go. Back to here. Okay, so now we add this to here. And this goes along here. So this is the back. No, the wheels for alignment would be here, for brightness would be here. So what's that? Don't remember. Well. Alright, now we're doing something else. We take a 6 long tile and put it on one of these weird curved things, and then put another one. And then a 1x1 tile. It's been 4 remasters of the first game. Wow, okay. None for the second, third, ODST, or Reach. Well, there was the collection, but I guess that wasn't a remaster. It was an upscale? Okay. That's a remaster. They had to print new discs. That's a remaster. Alright, now we do another one of these over here. And then we add one of these here. And then a 12 by 1. I think we're building this in reverse, because we should have like started with the 12 by 1 and put things on it, right? I don't know. Hey Heller, how are you? Ever since it went through the Xbox 360 instead and said the Xbox 2 Pi, it just hasn't held my interest. Ooh. I mean, the Xbox 2 Pi, that sounds like it's revolutionary. Flip this over, put another one of these on. Then flip it back over. We get a black 3 by 1. In the middle of that, we put a 1 by 1 square. Then coming out from that, a 4 by 1 and a 2 by 1. Then we get a green 2 by 1 rounded up here. And this, oh, it goes this way on here. Okay. So, interestingly, the giant plate right here that has the serial number on it, it's connected to a row of pips on the bottom, and it's not connected to anything on the sides, and that's presumably so you can easily remove it to access what you need to access for changing the screen or whatever. It's not the easiest to remove because it is being held by 6 pips, but it's a lot easier than if it were being clamped down. Xbox 720 for the win. Gotta love those old slideshows showing the fake console leaks. The fake console leak that was the best was the Nintendo Revolution, by far. Because like it was insane what they were claiming it was going to do. It's a VR headset that's this big, that all the way around. It could monitor where you were in the room and like figure out everything just based on it being a single box in the corner of the room, and it doesn't need to be, you don't need tracking software or anything, or tracking hardware, I guess. They wanted the next Xbox to be spherical like the logo. A spherical console would look nice until you realize that you can't put it down anywhere. A console needs to be able to sit somewhere because it's electronics and you don't want to be moving it all the time. Or at least at the time back then when you had a hard drive and spinning optical discs. Alright, what are we doing here? I'm gonna gather these pieces for step 32. these things. The name X Balls just sounds awful. I think X Ball sounds a lot better than Xbox Series X or Xbox Series S. It's a lot shorter, and you can't confuse it with anything else. Like, I don't know. They want everyone to just call the console the Xbox, but then when you're trying to compare versions of the console or older consoles, it's impossible. Just give it a goddamn name. Open the dictionary, pick a word, that's what it's called. Nintendo named theirs the Switch. Why did they name it the Switch? It doesn't matter. It's a name. We can call it something. Alright, and this goes across here. Okay, so the clips are going to be so the cartridge clicks in, which is going to be really satisfying, I bet. Okay, I just had the weirdest effing feeling. Picked up the cartridge, I was playing with it, my middle finger was resting on the back, right where that divot would be that I mentioned earlier. But my finger felt an edge, and it felt like a divot because my finger was just on the... It was right here on the seam between these two pieces, and the plate is sitting a little bit higher than the Game Boy logo, so it felt like it was in a divot, and I put it down, and then I realized that it felt just like a cartridge with the divot and everything, and I was just like, that's perfect. And then I was like, wait, that's not what happened. What actually happened? Oh, okay. I was feeling the edge of the sticker as well, so it kind of felt like a curve. That was a very weird sensation. Yeah, because this tile is definitely flat. At least the PlayStation is good? Yes, PlayStation is good, because they just use an effing number. And if there's a better version of the same number, they have a name for it. Pro. It's fine. You can keep with numbers all you effing want. Final Fantasy went up to, what are they up to now, 15 or something? They could have, like, Final Fantasy colon a name, and then you need to memorize what order the names are in. That also works. But if you're just talking about Final Fantasy 15, then everyone knows what you're talking about. If I'm talking about the PlayStation 4, everyone knows what I'm talking about now. Alright. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright, now we set this aside again. Final Fantasy Series Final. I mean, the first one was supposed to be the final one. That's why they named it that. And then it sold well. Like, way, way better than they were expecting. And they were like, oh, we're allowed to be a company again? That's great. Let's not fire anyone instead of firing everyone like we were planning on. And let's make another one of these, because everyone loves them. And then they made 100 more of them. Kingdom Hearts is weird because all the numberings have a theory behind them, but also they're also obtuse that it becomes hard to talk about. Because like a 0.5 in your counting method is because you released Kingdom Hearts 1 and then you released Kingdom Hearts 2 and then you wanted to tell the story that came between them. So what do you call that? What got weird is when they released 2 and then like 2.5 and 2.8 and they're just like, it's not 3 yet. Calm down. We'll get there. That was a little weird. Because you could just name 2.5 3, and then you can name 2.8 4, and then you could name 3 5. Whatever. So long as it's easy-ish to talk about, then we're great. But also, like, try not to confuse your customers. They're the ones giving you money. And some of your customers are grandmothers who don't know what the name of the games are. They just know that their grandchild wants them. You know what I'm hoping for? I just thought, I'm hoping Microsoft, when they announce their new console, they're just like, yep, this is the Xbox Steven. We got sick of people complaining about our names and being hard to talk about, so we just gave it a real human name. If we have to bust out log sales for a game numbering, so I'm turning this franchise around. Wait, we didn't finish this curve yet, right? No, okay. So we still have this curve to do in the bottom corner here. I wonder if it's because of the way the speaker is? I don't know. I gotta say, immediately picking this up, you've got the ridge here on the back. That feels genuine. They definitely had an eye for detail when they were doing this. Sonic's also bad for this. What do you mean you have Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh. Any game that relaunches with just having, not just games, any piece of media that relaunches and just uses the same name as the first entry is really annoying, because it means that everyone needs to go edit everything they've ever written about the first one and add parentheses and a year. And it makes it hard to talk about anything. Okay, so now we're doing this. I wonder why we're doing it like this. Dump this out. So we need one of these, but it's this and this. One of these, these and one of these. That goes like that. And this is the switch, isn't it? Yeah. Goes like this, yeah? So it locks in. This is not a switch. Yeah, okay. Be on this side. Okay, so this is next to the brightness roller. Probably. Now we got one of these. Put a 1x1. Red frying pan. Hey Molly, how are you? Did you show how the buttons work yet? I haven't built that part yet. Let me show you what I've done so far. So first, you make this little holder. This is the display stand that you put the extra screens in. These are lenticular screens, so if you... I don't know if you're going to be able to see them like this. Mario's jumping up and down. Just put the extra screens in that. I built a cartridge that feels the right weight even, which is weird because it's all Lego and no electronics. It's really good. It fooled me once. And then this is the back of the Game Boy that I'm building up. The book so far has mentioned the click of the power switch. So they've straight up said, like, hey, this is going to be a functioning power switch. My favorite take in the Reeves naming scheme was to refer to the game as Hitman No Subtitle. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like that the Hitman Assassination series, or whatever, World of Assassination series, should have had a subtitle from the beginning. It doesn't help the same bald fella, so I can't even distinctly differentiate most of the covers. Graphics design issue, yeah. The original Hitman was called Hitman, right? It didn't have a subtitle. "5 o'clock, get to go home? Congratulations, Heller. Have a good one. I'll see you later." Okay, so this goes upside down in here. Okay, so the frying pan goes in the hole of this rounded 4x1. The black peg goes up there. So this is definitely going to be for one of the wheels. Absolutely. Pug, you're an hour late. Yeah, I warned you. I warned you about daylight saving. I warned you, bro. Oh my god, it's been an hour already. I'm barely in bag... I'm almost done with bag 2. Oh, 5. Lego games are funny because the only handheld port to get unique subtitles was Lego Marvel Superheroes, giving it the Universe in Peril subtitle. There we go. Oh, build another one. But this time reversed. Okay, hear me out. I forgot. I bet that's what you're gonna say, right? Or did you forget which way you set your clocks? So I wasn't late because of daylight savings. I was late because of playing toys. Okay, never mind. That's totally fair. That is a correct reason to be late. I did not warn you about that. Daylight savings for that. Forgot that happened. It happened for you this week on yesterday. It's happening for me this week in 6 days. So currently I'm an hour earlier than I normally am for you. Next week I'll be back to normal. Okay, this goes on the other side, so this is going to be the volume wheel. They are at different heights, which is interesting. Bag 3. Okay, this bag had 2 sub bags, including one with some very unique shade of purple pieces here. It has a box, and this very interesting, this is made specifically for this set. There's no reason to make this 4x4 with a very specific curve and a very specific curve down. They're never going to use this piece for anything else ever again. And wheels? We have tires. Oh, these are going to be for the volume knob and the brightness knob. Okay. Oh, and we have one of the rubber plus connectors like in the Shire. Here's our directional pad. Here's a button chamber, I guess. Okay. Assuming it's 24 the game. It's not quite like 24 the game. He did mention what it was. I'm gonna let you guess though. 24 the game, Where's My Daughter edition. No? I will give you a hint in that it is a much more commonly known game than 24 the game. It's in here. A single rubber band. Okay. I feel like they could have put the wheels in there too. Alright, so we need 3 of these tan pegs. These go here. Here. And here. Burnout 2 Fury Road. even more well known. Trying to figure out what games on my shelf I haven't tested as joke games. What do you mean you have 24 the game? Okay, these brown pieces are interesting because they're 5x1s. We're artificially increasing the step count here by having each step add precisely one piece at a time. Oh, there we go. Okay, we get our frying pan and we get our plus, our little rubber thing. That goes in there. I'm going to do a rotate. Okay. One of the games has cars. I have 24 the game. Who doesn't accidentally stumble across a used copy of 24 the game in their local game store's closing down sale? Is it Cars? No. But you are correct in that a mother who does not play video games but their child does, the mother would know about this game. Disney's, Pixar's, Cars' the Games'. If you turn into Gollum at the end there, you're gonna talk about your precious? Yes, yes, the Lightning's McQueen's. Oh, is this? Oh, this is gonna be clever. I know what I'm building here. I was wondering what this rubber piece was for, and I think it's for the directional pad. To have it so that you can press it in a direction and it will spring back to neutral. And I'm basing that on the 4 pegs that we're putting here in a plus shape around. Nope. I'm building the Michael chip, yes. I'm saving that for your LEGO Rivendell stream. I've got bad news for you. You're gonna have to invent a time machine. Simpsons hit and or also run. You're getting very close. You're getting extremely close. Alright, what are we doing here? We have a cone. We have a cone. And we have this piece. Oh, okay, with side pegs. If it's virtual Springfield, no. You can also hit and or run in this game. Yes, absolutely. It's fun playing this game from this side of it, where I know what the game is. Alright, more cones. We need more cones. put this. How does this click in? Does this click in? It doesn't. It just rests there. Okay. Alright, set that aside. Peppa Pig Stunt Driver. No! Your parents would know what the game is. They've heard about it. Is the Game Boy playable? No, it has lenticular screens. So unless you count this as playing your Game Boy, it's not playable. But Destiny gave me a link to a Kickstarter of a group that wants to make it playable, which would be cool. No 3x. Oh, the 3x1s are in the small pile. Alright, we need a 1x1 tile, a 1x2, a tan L, and a gold 1x1 with riser. The game he replaced was not a LEGO game, it was a broken game. The game he did not replace is more well known than you've mentioned. This goes here. We get two long L, or large L's. Those go here. And then the black 3x1 here. 10 stream watch streak. This is the wrong way. The only thing that will end the streak is forgetfulness or a job. I could just go turn it off if you want. I've got a setting for it. I can just do like 3 clicks, and then there won't be no more streaks. I'm not gonna, because I'm lazy, but, you know. Why would you do that? I'm not gonna. Also, I genuinely hope that it's because you get a job that the streak breaks, and I hope it's very soon. What? Did I not notice? There are 2x1 ramps. No, they don't say anything. Why did those say select and start? Are there other 2x1 ramps? Yes. Yes, there are. This one says select, this one says start. Wow. Alright. So we take this, it's like this, and we put select here and start here. Okay. then this goes on here. Like, this? Yes. Okay. Games on sale do count. Alright, now we're doing this. Black 3x1 on there. Brown 3x1 on top of that. There we go, and then this goes on here like this. Okay. Turn this around, and we add an L and a little gold pin. Oops. Is this here? Yes. Pug, you are extremely close. Like, I would just give it to you, but it's up to Destiny now. How do you feel about Souls-likes? If you redeem it, I'll play it. So there's our headphone jack. As noted by the headphones jack symbol or logo. I don't know. It's probably not a logo. It's probably just like an indicator. Alright, and then this whole thing goes here. Where here now? Okay, so the tan peg here is lining up with the black peg. And this gold peg and these row of pips, so it will be connected to the other board there. So if I take it off of that peg, this whole thing should come off in one piece. There. The art style of Death's Door looks cool. I mean, I'll give it a shot. No guarantees that I'll like it, but I'll definitely play it for a whole stream. Also, no guarantees on when I'm going to play it. My schedule is a little bit packed recently. Or in the near future. Nice big original red brick. Alright, and this goes... Oh, okay, so that goes in there. Then we need something to bound the other side of the directional pad. Did I just press something? Twitch has added streaks to all channels. I mean, I know I've opted into having streaks, and they just like flat out told me it's not ready for you yet or something. So I think they were like partially rolling it out because one of the people I watch does do watch streaks, and then apparently 10 streams ago it activated because Molly was like, "What's this?" Okay, so now this goes in there. Alright, so I've got my diagonal slots for the start and select buttons. There's this. So this goes here. So that's another clip, so that's probably for the screen? I don't know. One of these, two of these, and one of these. Gotta make sure the next game is really good. I want to go 3 for 3. That's fair. And I appreciate the effort. Wait, I found the next game. Okay. Okay, so that's being held on by 1 pip. That's fine. How did I miss that this piece exists? It's just a 1x6 plate that says Nintendo Game Boy in the perfect font. There we go. Now it's a Game Boy. We're done. Thank you for watching, everyone. No. Oh, okay. It's more than just setting this in there. We get a gold pip on the back. And then black pips in every corner. And then a ice blue circular piece. And that gets placed on top. It just sits there. We have to lock it in some. Oh, okay. So we're gonna hold in the ice blue piece, which will stop it from the whole D-pad from coming out when we turn it upside down. Yeah. Alright, one of these goes here. And one of these goes here. Okay, so now it's pushing down on the rubber piece a little bit. And it's being held back up by the ice blue piece, so now it's functional buttons. And we can add the two L's for the next step. That feels pretty good. Oh, okay. So we finally discovered Ladder Climber 3000. What, you mean Metal Gear Solid 3? Oh, make me play a game. There is no game The Wrong Dimension. I will absolutely play that game. I have seen it. I don't remember if I've seen the whole thing, but I will absolutely play it. Let me pull that up so I don't forget. There is no... Wait, hopefully I spelled things right. There is no game Wrong Dimension. It is on sale right now. I got a few days to buy it. Okay, I'll leave that open. Thank you for that Redeemed Destiny. I appreciate it. This D-pad feels good. Alright, now we're building the button chamber. Pug got a new game. Is it 24 The World's in Danger Edition? Oh wait, that's all of them. Alright, so we've got this. We put a brick on top of it. Then we set this aside. Okay. Alright, so these white pieces are weird because they are wider than a normal... Like, they're a 1x1, but they're... Actually, they're like a 2x2, almost. But they're... No. They fit inside a 2x2. Like that. Which is very weird. Alright, so we put that on there. And we put a pink barrel. Then we shove it in one of these. Oh, and these have little stoppers in the middle to stop the piece from falling all the way down. That's as far as up as I can push it. Okay. And then we put a button on that. And the button also holds in. Can't go further than that. That's as far as the button depresses. Okay. This is very interesting how they're doing this. So now I've got 2 buttons that need to go. One goes on top of here, and one goes on bottom of that. Oh, other way though. This way. There we go. Now we build something else on top of that. We get an L, a hook, and a dark gray piece with a down pip. That goes on the edge here. And then another L, another hook on top. That and a yellow circular tile. There we go. We need a brown 2 high block. And 2 2x1s over here. And a green 6x1 to hold it all on. And a 3x1 up top. Oh, this is what the rubber bands are for. This is going to be what's giving us our tension. Around the 3 hooks. So both of the large white circle are hitting against that. And there's your button press tension. Okay. I missed a lot of chat messages. Perfect timing for a sale. Yep. You want to get some game Destiny got. Mom hid my game of the year edition. Hidden My Game by Mom is a fantastic game. Highly recommend that everyone play it. VR, Superhot VR, okay. Superhot's a good game. Polygonal style. Either Job Simulator or Escape Room, no. Not a simulation game, but it is polygonal. I don't know too many VR games. Top, we've got an L plate and a 4x1. And then on the bottom, we get a 4x1 brick. And we do this. Oh, I did the... What? Oh, this tile, or this brick that was placed here, has an A printed on one side. And I didn't even notice that. Alright, so we put it here. And then we take our giant gray finger. I'm gonna substitute my my pale peach-ish, like a tan peach. I'm gonna substitute that for a gray hand. I don't have a gray hand on hand. I'm gonna push it in. Oh yeah, those feel like buttons, alright. Those are pretty good. Minecraft. Wondering what that click was when it pushed in. That went up against there. Because it wasn't the click of snapping pieces into place. Maybe it was. I don't know. Hard to tell. These feel good. Yeah, absolutely. Can't believe I didn't think to play Minecraft in VR. I've heard it has... it's hard to get your scale correctly because either everything looks gigantic or everything looks tiny. Okay, snap that in. Then another yellow piece on top. And a black circle. And another gold pip. Then we get our nice weird curved thing. There's our speaker with our B button indicator. And this just goes right on top here. Yep. Is the curve? The curve isn't even at a 45-degree angle. It's the specific angle that... Yeah, okay. This is definitely a custom-made piece. Because if they wanted to make this generic, they would make the curve line at the 45. But I think... Oh, no, it is. Okay, never mind. The lines of the speakers were throwing me off. Slight optical illusion. Alright, we stack up two more 2x1s. That's not how those go. These go up here sitting tall on the 2x1s. The only people I've seen play Minecraft VR were the Hermitcrafts for the April Fool's event. I've seen various VTubers try and do it. And they're always thrown off by certain things. Alright, then along the side here. And this goes right on top. Alright, and yeah, we just put two wheels in here. scroll back and forth, which is not perfect, but you know, for using Lego pieces, that's pretty good. Bag number 4. And we need the lenticular screen that has the Nintendo logo. Alright, we have a lot of different pieces that are printing on them. What is this piece? Okay, this is a wheel. It's a gear from Technics or something. But we've got this piece that says dot matrix with stereo with a 2 lines below it. We got this piece with a battery light indicator. We have this piece that says EXT connector for the link cable. We've got our contrast, our power switch on off, volume, blank, all right. Lots of different things. What do we start with? A guide rail. Oh, this one says sound. Oh yes, dot matrix with stereo. Sound. Where's the piece I'm looking for? There should be a gray piece with a hook. Over the... Oh, here it is. 4x1. A green 3x1. Black rounded underside piece. A gray 2x1 ingot. The blank 4x1 plate or tile. Alright, and then this clips onto the red clip. Like so. There was no way you're gonna guess it. It's Paper Beast. I don't think I've heard of that either. Alright. So we got a 6x1, 2 L's. Take the L's and attach them to the other pieces. This set loves its gold pips. Alright, step 116. We need a single 1x1 tile. Then we need our power indicator, our power switch up here, then dot matrix with stereo sound. Then on the underside, we get a 2x1 brick with 2 holes in it. And we get a triple connector. Oh, this is the switch. Where is... Here it is. So that goes all the way on. We get 2 tan pegs here. And then we don't do anything with this yet. Okay, set that aside. Thanks for reminding me about Rec Room and Beat Saber. Those are both, I've heard they're both great games. Beat Saber is going to be expensive for a while. Yeah. That is probably the only game people are still playing regularly on VR. I don't know. I might be out of touch. People might be playing a whole lot of VR, but... Oh, and then this goes... Oh, okay. So this is how we're doing... We're having pips on both sides of this, is with the tan connectors there. One of these, put a black tile on it. And then put a black 3x1 with rounded sides. And this goes here. Okay, so that's holding the power switch in place. Then 2 more golden pips. Then down the side here, we have a gray and then a dark gray side pip. There we go. 1x4 across the top. More side pips on this side. Alright, then a bunch of tiles on the back. And this... How does this attach? Push it in. Okay. Okay, so this can still swing freely below this. So I'm not sure what angle this has to be at yet. Alright, here's the test. Okay, yeah, that's pretty great. So it's a button on a 3-wide peg that has exactly enough give to have that snap into place. That feels good. Did I skip a step? No. Okay. So now we put our glass panel inner window. Is this symmetrical? No. Is this symmetrical? Yes. Pulls on top and bottom, but on the front. Okay, so this can only go in one direction. There we go. And a 3x1. And a 1x1 little pip there. Now we're building a thing so we can have side pips. That piece is just a little guy. What, the power button? Oh, the 1x1. Just a little guy. Alright, then we need a curve. Here we go. Tall boy. And then another just a little guy. Now we need these two. I do these in opposite directions. So side pips facing away from each other. And then 1x1 on top. And then the battery indicator. Put that down, line everything up. And then a 1x1 tile on top. And this plugs into here. Okay. Two more. But then they go sideways in here to hold this in place. And this goes, how does this attach? With two single pips on the back here? Yep. Okay. Got myself a Game Boy. Feeling more real by the second. Alright, we need one of our wheels. This long piece. Take everything else and put it aside. So along the side here we've got our long, and that'll hold the screen in place. Okay, before we do anything else, we have to snap this in with pointed side out. Okay. And this goes in like this. Not too forcefully though. Okay, there we go. And an L along the side here. And then our 2x2 on this side. All right. Yeah, that feels like a wheel, all right. Absolutely. Okay, so now we have our long tile here. We have our contrast tile here. I'm going to zoom in on that. And then a single pip tile here and an L here. Then on the other side, we have the same deal. We have this wheel that clips in. This is like a mini connector. It's not the same size as the standard round connector. Allows this to spin freely, or somewhat freely. There's still some friction. Hey Sage, how are you? And this goes down here. And the L. And a 3x2. We get our curved ramp here. And then our volume indicator tile. Our external connector tile. And an L. All right. Sage, if you have any nostalgia for the original Game Boy, I highly recommend, and you enjoy Lego, I highly recommend picking up this. It's great. It's great. It's fantastic. The buttons work. The power switch works. Everything's fantastic with it. It feels real. All right, we get our screen here. So we pull this out. Wait, we pop this off. We just set that in there. Okay, so it like sets in there like a card, and then push it against it, I guess. Yep. Close that back up. Oh, bag 5. We're not done yet. It may seem like we're done. Oh, we're building a stand for it. Okay. And the last cartridge, I guess. Or the other cartridge. Yeah, there's not much to it. All right. I should zoom back out. All right, I've done that. Oh, then do it 3 more times? Okay, I can do that. Oh, there's a piece that was jammed in there. All right, a 6x2 tile on top. Okay, so here's the display stand, and it uses what would be the headphone jack. Just put that there. And now I've got a Game Boy. It's pretty great. Alright, let's build that last cartridge. This is going to be probably the exact same. Just notice the Desert Bus pins? Yep. It's the season. There are less than 18 days left until Desert Bus 2025. And they announced who's going to be on Alpha Flight, the daytime shift. Or I guess the afternoon shift. Looks very fun so far. Can't wait. Very excited. It goes in the middle here, and then we've got the side pips, just like last time. Pretty sure last time we used light green for the card, or the circuit board. So maybe the circuit board's different. Goes under there. Oh, yes, of course. Oh, this is printed. This is the battery to allow you to save your game in Link's Awakening. Okay, then this goes over here. Zoom back in. Because it's sticker time. There we go. And I just noticed that it has the official Nintendo seal of quality. Right there. As does the Super Mario Land one. Looks very nice. Alright, then we add our Nintendo Game Boy label. Add the sides. And add the offset top. There we go. One Link's Awakening cartridge. Alright, so yeah, we can insert them into, and they click in perfect. Oh wow, okay. So yeah, the hinge pieces here interact with the claw hooks inside to perfectly snap it into place. It's a little bit off in that it sits below the top here, where it should be pretty flush, but, you know, that's a very minor complaint for something that feels so good. And turn it on. Wonder how to store the cartridges? You just have them. Actually, you know what? This probably... The storage for the different lenticular screens has the two clips here, so you can just store that like that. So actually, it's display as well, right? Yeah, that's exactly what it says to do. Getting a good thumbnail. Alright. Oh, and then we've got a piece catalog. If you want to make your own Game Boy, you can either buy the whole box or just buy all of these individual pieces. I guess it's good if you need to reorder a part. You could win if you want to give your feedback for how you watch someone build a kit. And then there's the Game Boy. Let's go back. All the way back. Page 1. There we go. I am extremely happy with this. Alright, so swapping out the screen. First you take out the game card, and you have to pop this off, raise this back. That allows the screen to pop out. And sure, I'll put the Legend of Zelda screen in there. Put this back on. And then pop the cartridge in, turn it on. What would have impressed me a lot and is entirely unnecessary. So on the original Game Boy, when you turn on the power switch, the reason that this notch is here in the cartridge is when you turn on the power switch, it's connected to a small plastic piece that juts out from about here to hold the cartridge in place while the game is on. It physically holds it in place so you can't remove the cartridge while the game is on. And that would have impressed me a lot because I don't know how they would have done that. But, you know, this feels great. So they definitely don't need that. Got volume on this side, brightness on this side. The wheels for the buttons do feel a little stiff, but I mean, they're fine. Yeah, I'm very happy with this build. This is very fun to do. What is this? Is this a screw hole for servicing? Hold on. 1 second. No, never mind. I was going to go get my original Game Boy, but it's packed away. It would take too long to get. But I will look into what that is. I don't remember it. Like, it's not the headphone jack. That's on the bottom. This is the link cable. This is the volume. I don't know what this side was. Anyway, that's going to do it. Thank you everyone for watching. I very much appreciate it. Coming up next on stream, tomorrow I'm playing Hades. Gonna try and finish that game before my break. Come on. There we go. Yeah, gonna try and finish Hades before my break. Then Mario 64 Bingo on Friday. No streams on Wednesday or Thursday this week. Wednesday is normally not a stream day, and then Thursday I have a car mechanic appointment. So Friday is more Mario 64 Bingo. Saturday is Blueprints, and then Sunday more Games with Friends. And a reminder to all my UK friends and European friends. You set your clocks for daylight saving this past Sunday. US doesn't set it until this upcoming Sunday. So all of these streams, including Saturday's streams, will be an hour earlier for you. Sunday's stream will be back to normal. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I very much appreciate it. If you are watching live, stick around where we are going to figure out who to raid. But otherwise, have a good one.